I just wanted to come on here and say that there's no men left and we're all gonna die alone.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. How are you all doing, gentlemen? How is life treating you? Are you happy? Are you content? Do you feel productive? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel that you have stepped up to your father's expectations? Are you as happy as you thought you will be when you were 10? Are we getting too existential? Perhaps. So better let's move on to our video, gentlemen, in which we... Whoa, what is this? Holy crap. Sorry, guys. Just this one jump scared me. We have Satan's girlfriend over here. Wow. You know these gypsies, guys, that walk around from container to container, picking up scrap and metal? Well, let me tell you, if they find this woman's ear, they're gonna make a good buck out of it. But now, let's see the content of her words, guys. And I advise you to stay till the end because we have a very good article story. But now let's get started.
I made a video talking about how me personally, would not move in with a man if I was going to have to split the rent bill down the middle. And it went so fucking viral. And I just want to address angry men that are like, septum ring theory, you're a lesbian, you probably drive a Subaru Outback, and you fucking have daddy problems. It's like, really not that serious. And let me tell you guys something. Shock, horror, surprise. When my mother married my dad, he said, I know I love you because I want to take care of you. And they've been married and they are so happy and they are, yes, each other's best friends. And obviously they have a joint bank account, but my dad has always provided for that woman. My dad has built that woman a fucking house with his bare hands. So if you think that you're gonna get me to settle for anything less than what I've watched my dad do for my mom, don't hold your fucking breath.
Well, that's good and all. I like for women to have standards. I want for women to not settle for dusties or men that are, you know, just settle for them just based on their looks. I like that. I want for women to have standards. The problem really comes when you don't meet said standards that men have for you. So I'm guessing that your mother didn't look like Satan's girlfriend to begin with, you know? I'm guessing that your mother doesn't have the same body count that you have and doesn't have the same mental instability that you have. Can you please hide for a moment, which I'm sure you're happy to do. Guys, take a look at this thing right here. If you're not watching, better switch on to the video. Guys, what the hell is this? What is this, man? What in the seven hells am I watching? Then she has like the septum piercing, the pig piercing, very distasteful. She has all the two piercings on the nose. Her nose, guys, is like my Christmas tree is less decorated than her nose. All right. Then she has septums on the ears and whatever not. This 1,000 pounds of metal on her face. Then she has her full arms in tattoos, which are very distasteful, very disgusting. Man, what the hell is this? I swear, guys, people nowadays will tattoo whatever crap on them. Like, long gone are the days when you know, oh, I'm gonna get this tattoo that means this for me and is actually significant. No, nowadays they go to the tattoo artist and they say, I draw I don't know, a pepper on my left arm. Right here on my left arm, you can draw an anorexic rabbit with a big hair that is... that is screaming and screeching. I don't know what the hell this is. My lord. So yeah, going back to the point, you can have your standards, and I'm happy for that, and your father as well. We men want women to have standards. The problem comes when, well, first off, you turn a blind eye for those standards when you meet a Chad, yeah, and all the standards walk out the door. The second problem comes when you don't meet even 10% of the standards that men have towards women. And let me tell you, they're not a lot, all right? When you can't even provide the basics, then men will just laugh at you and at your delusional standards. But now, guys, let's move on to another woman. And Ampu, you can appear again. No, you don't want to? Bro, I don't care that you don't want to. We're in this together, you know? You're a man's best companion. Don't leave me to suffer alone. Okay, guys, let's watch Princess Treatment, period.
My father makes my mother a latte every morning, without fail. Every morning. They've been together 33 years. Every morning he makes her a latte. I did not realize until this afternoon when she asked me, where are the pods and what button do you press and how do I make, you know, this latte? I didn't realize she's never had to make her own latte until she asked me how to do it this afternoon. Listen, my mother is a highly educated woman, several degrees, an attorney, a litigator. So she's not dumb, okay? That's my point. But on the contrary, she's extremely intelligent, but she's never had to make her own latte because my dad's on it. She's never even had to touch the equipment. She's never even had to touch the gallon of milk. She's never gone without a latte made by my father. Goals AF. Babe, they've been together 3 decades and he never fails to make her that latte. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I want to not even know how to make a latte because my man been doing it for 30 years.
Well, I'm guessing that your mother, first off, doesn't say goals AF. Second off, doesn't say, yeah, or whatever. Please, guys, I lost respect for myself just because I had to imitate her. You are so embarrassing. Your mother probably also doesn't post crap on TikTok. Your mother probably has 10 times less of a body count than you have, all right? Your mother, that is aged 50 or 60, has 10 times less of a body count than you have in your early 20s. You do get my point? You get my point as to why men in this day and age, in the western part of the hemisphere, are not willing to treat these women like princesses. Princess treatment, isn't that convenient? You want to 304 around when you're young, and then you want the princess treatment when you can no longer secure Chad. Well, I also want a Ferrari, but nobody's going to give it to me, right? So, no, it's shocking to find for you, but you are not owed by this world and by men in it everything that you may desire. I know it sounds crazy, I know you think you're God's gift to the earth, but no, you don't get to have all the benefits that men can provide while providing nothing in return. Gentlemen, my favorite phrase that has come out of the manosphere is that men nowadays have to work 4 times harder for a woman that is 4 times harder than their grandparents had to fight, for a girlfriend that is 4 times worse than their grandmother was. All right? It's so true. It boils down everything. It's more work for less of a reward. I mean, guys, screw the reward. These women are not even... there's no reward with these women. They are liabilities, straight up. There's nothing good about dating them. The only good thing about dating them, you can get without dating them, which is getting between their legs. But now, guys, let's move on to our last one. And let's find out.
Okay, call this a hot take or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but I feel like somebody needs to hear this. Do not afford them the courtesy of walking away gracefully and saying nothing. I know that it's like always the right thing to do, to take the higher road, you don't even need to say your piece, you're above that, just move on. You have to realize that in your desire to feel like a noble person or like the bigger person in the situation, you then walk away with all of the burden and sort of all of like the hurt because the other person has absolved themselves from all responsibility because you didn't fucking say anything for yourself. I have so many situations like this in my life where people have come in and out of my life, plenty of bridges that have been burned, and I have let almost every single person walk away without me saying my piece. And honestly, today I decided to pretty much give someone a piece of my mind, and honestly, I can't even tell you how good it felt. I would do it again and again and again and again. And honestly, I kind of want to pull up all my old contacts and do it to everyone that I should have done it to in my past. So for whoever needs to hear this, tomorrow is not promised. Cuss them out today.
Well, very good advice. I knew this woman was a red flag right from here, which happens to be the first second of the clip. She drops F-bombs like a sailor, alright? Second of, she even admits at some point that she has multiple bridges burned. In other words, she's been run through by half the city, right? This woman is the equivalent of the public toilet all her dating amounts to nothing but failures, nothing but losses. She hasn't been successful with one of them. Guys, just a massive red flag. She hits the table, you know, very immature, kind of like a child, you know, like, I want to go to the park. Just like a little child. Such a red flag of a woman. I could have this video muted, and just based on her hitting the table, I would have dismissed her forever. But gentlemen, the reason of this TikTok, I want to show you, because this woman is Asian, you know, but I'm guessing that she was either born in the USA to Asian parents, or she went to live there at a very young age. And so this shows you that the problem with women, guys, doesn't come from nationality. It doesn't come from geographical location. We say the West is the problem, not because the lands are cursed by God, but rather because of the cultural narrative, you know, the philosophy that roams in the western part of the hemisphere. And it is feminism and hedonism. They are the problem. This is why we say that women in the eastern part are better, which they are, but this philosophy is creeping over there as well. And at some point, guys, it's just all gonna go to crap. It's all... I think that that's what's going to happen, to be honest with you. I think that it will not get better. It will just get worse. The few safe havens that are still untouched by this hedonistic approach to life will get, you know, lured into the mass chaos that women have become, and it will all go to crap. Is my take. A very positive one, very hopeful one, but hey, we gotta think in perspective, right? But now, gentlemen, let me know what you think about that. Now let's move on to the article that I said is a very good one. I haven't read it all, by the way. I just read the first part, and I thought it's a good one. So, written by Say Cheese and Pass Away Too, very interesting name, she says she doesn't have S3X outside of a relationship, but also does, interrogation mark. So male 24, male 29, female 34. The relationship with this girl I'm seeing is still physical. We go down on each other and do pretty much everything else besides PIV, I'm guessing penetration in V word. Jeez, these rated abbreviations, guys. So yeah, everything besides penetration. And he even specifies in the V word. So I'm guessing he's penetrating her from other parts of her body. Reddit, man. It's only been about 2 months. They've been together 2 months. This man has already penetrated everything that's to be penetrated outside of one place. I'm in the same conversation of her saying she doesn't have S3X outside of a relationship. She admitted to have non-committal S3X with one guy she was seeing last year. Oh, so apparently she doesn't have S3X outside of a relationship with you. For other guys, she doesn't mind. Before that, she was supposedly celibate for 4 years. Yeah, supposedly. Who buys that? Who buys that, guys? Celibate for 4 years? Sure, mate. She was in a few relationships, but also in this same conversation explained to me how she was seeing 3 different guys at one point in 2014. So she's definitely not a stranger to casual S3X. Let me get this straight. She's been celibate for 4 years, but during that period, she was in a few relationships? What the hell? Guys, the way this woman uses the celibate thing is, if they don't penetrate me in my taco, I am celibate. Look, I don't even know the technical definition for that, but for me, getting penetrated in all your holes except the taco is not being celibate, right? I don't care if technically it is, don't care. Oh, I'm not having S3X in the V word. I'm just, you know, going left and right, getting all these guys, smashing all of them, you know, sleeping around like a dirty 304, but they're not penetrating my taco, so I'm celibate. And I'm a good Christian as well. My lord. These women, and men who do this as well, very cringe, guys. Like, if you're gonna be religious and very moral about it, just don't sleep around. If you're gonna be the equivalent of a street worker, but you just don't get penetrated in the V ward because, hey, that doesn't count as having S3X. No, it counts. Very cringe, those people. Just be clear about what you want. Are you a Christian or are you a 304? Just admit it. Let's continue, guys. For the record, I genuinely like this girl. I don't know why. She's wholesome, sweet, and more affectionate than any girl I've dated in the last year. I like the way she holds on to me and compliments me. This is modern day Juliet, guys. Maybe I have trust issues or something. My lord. It's not trust issues. Like, I was gonna continue reading, but guys, I hate these men. Your gut is telling you that this woman is not good. And what society has made you believe is that your gut is insecure. You are insecure. You're having trust issues. No, you're being wise about it. You're taking a look at her past and you're predicting her future. Rightfully so. It's not even her future. She could be banging some other guy right now as she's dating you. She has done in the past. She has dated 3 men at once. She's not giving you the S3X because, quote unquote, you're not in a relationship. So what makes you think that she's not banging some other guys? Oh, but don't worry. They're not penetrating her through her taco. It's just through her other holes. So there's no problem. Jeez. Have some self-respect. But I can't help but feel super lame for being the make and wait guy while she seems to have S3X with men who she feels are worth it. Yes, that's what you are. You're the guy who gets the last piece of cake and has to pay for it, alright? Everyone else is touching this cake, putting their wiener in it, alright? And you're getting the last piece of cake in which 7 wieners have been in, and you're eating it while paying for it. That's what you are. It's embarrassing. Maybe it hasn't been long enough yet. Maybe she just doesn't trust me enough yet. But it's obvious this no S3X outside of relationships isn't a hard rule and can be broken. Yes, it can be broken by guys who are more attractive than you. You know? And less of a simp, to be honest. Like these other guys that are pumping her, that are absolutely breaking her back, all of those guys, they simply don't care about her. They're not sitting there at house writing article stories. Guys, is it okay if 7 other guys bang my girlfriend while I'm not? Right? These other men have self-respect and she sees that. And this is why she has no respect for you, because you don't respect yourself in the first place. I don't mind waiting. How old is he? 29. I thought I'm reading a story, an article story from like a 18-year-old that is very green, very naive. I cannot believe that this is a man that is 29 years of age. I cannot believe it, guys. You should know better. I don't mind waiting, he says. In fact, I respect it. He respects it. I thought about holding off myself because I found having S3X too early on can make things boring faster. The head is great right now, but I also don't want to become committed only to find out later she's like a starfish in bed or something. Just ask all the other chads that are banging her, you know. Go up to these guys that are absolutely smashing her and tell them, hey, does she behave like a starfish in bed? You can ask at this point half the city and they know, right? Just go to any cafeteria, find the first man you're gonna find, show them a picture of her, and they probably know her. They probably know very much about her anatomy as well. I'm just not sure how to interpret this, says this guy. Some friends say she's being sincere and is serious about me, while others say she is manipulating me. Whoa, I'm glad to know that there are some men out there that still have common sense. I wouldn't say that she's manipulating you, she's just using you for what you're worth, which is very, excuse me, very little, to be honest. You don't respect yourself, so I don't know, maybe you're providing something to this woman. And guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that once a woman does a mistake, it's over. You know, once a woman commits the mistake to sleep with a child, she should say, oh, it's over for me. Throw her hands in the air and say, I'll be for the streets forever. No, I believe that people can change. And I believe that people can repent of what they've done, say that was pretty stupid and never do it again. I believe in that. But there's a... My lord, can I talk? But there's a difference between slipping up and doing this mistake once, and actually, you know, boiling in that behavior, living in that way for years, which your girlfriend has. I mean, your girlfriend up to last year has been doing this behavior. I mean, forget about last year. She's doing it at this very same moment with you. Oh, I want to wait for S3X. Why? You're already doing multiple S3X things with you. And you're not even committed. What makes you think she's not doing it with other guys? Like, my opinion, guys, is that she's still banging other guys. But even if she wasn't, she did it last year. This is not a woman that has changed, that has repented, that has found that that was not good. In 2014, she was dating multiple men. Alright, this is not a woman, guys, that slipped and oh no, and now I'm a changed person. No, this is a woman that is either still doing the same things, or if she isn't, it's just because it's convenient, right? A lot of women change, and I've had this told to me by multiple people. Oh, women change. When they're younger, they are stupid, and they get used by half the neighborhood, but when they grow older, they find their way. No, they don't find their way. They just see you as a retirement plan. You are convenient. Okay, the option to stop 304ing around doesn't come from an epiphany phase where they discover Christianity and are new people. No, it comes out of convenience. I cannot sleep with the chads anymore. Let me get this massive simp who's been chasing my butt for the last 5 years. You are convenient to them. I don't get how people don't understand this, gentlemen. But we'll leave it right here. Let me know what you think about this pretty disgusting story, gentlemen. About this simp. I hope he learns. And I hope he knows better. So, gentlemen, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe so you can stick your middle finger down YouTube's holes. And thank you. Thank you again for watching in these trying times. I'll see you next time, guys.